Alright, we are back. So yeah, I finished the last scene. Oh, I should have named this something else. I forgot to enter a title for this thing. Darn. Oh well. Basically I'm gonna do something new today. I'm going to there's like this scene in the script where a delivery guy comes in and he delivers a huge like game sort of thing to the diner where some of the characters work. So alright, so yeah, I'm gonna get started on that today. Alright, so I'm gonna roll the title thing.
Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall. Okay.
Alright, so let's see. So the I think this is the background I'm going to use. This is one of the last hand-drawn backgrounds that I'm going to use. I wonder if I should even use this one because it's kind of compact. Maybe if maybe I could do a wider shot. Let's see if I can make it work. So I'm going to remove this door later. I'm going to remove this cash register because the cash register is on the other side of this gap here. And let's see if I can just do like a sketch of the main the delivery guy walking down the aisle.
Yo, Mom, what?
All right, so let's see. Let's make this background a little bit bigger. So basically I'm going to do the same thing as I did before, but it's a different character. So let's see. If this guy let's just assume he's like a bulky delivery guy who's got some muscle behind him. I'm gonna have him walking into the away from the screen, that is. Should probably draw with a different color that I can see a little bit better, like bluish purple. I don't know. So let's see. If I do it this way, maybe I need to move his body a little bit over. Maybe leaning forward. And his head is like that. And this leg, I feel like it should be out more. So let's see, I'm going to delete some of these lines. So I'm looking at less craziness. Maybe I'll delete this line here too. So I'm assuming this thing is going to be on a some kind of hand truck. Where's my eraser square? I feel like this thing should be bigger. Maybe I'll just draw like a rectangular prism, and then I'll figure out the details later. Something weird. Something looks weird about this. I think what I want to do is make some stuff invisible. What layer is this? I'm going to call this note red notes. Make that invisible. What's this? I'll just call this more notes. And that will be invisible. Alright, so let's see. I wonder if there's even one more thing that I can do to make this less annoying. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to trace the back wall here where he's going to place it. I'll make a line like this to indicate that there's stuff there. I'll make a line like that. And then I can make this invisible too. Huh. Green sketch is what I'll call this. Let's clean this up a bit. And then I'm also gonna kind of put a line where the top of the ceiling is, just so I have a little bit of context. Yeah, so basically this drawing, this background drawing was the background drawing that I used for the other animation, but I'd made it before I started learning Blender and making 3D backgrounds. So basically I took this image and I reversed it and made it a mirror image, and then I was planning on editing it so that I could erase this register and the door and just reuse it, because like sometimes doing everything from scratch, especially when you're hand drawing it, can be a pain in the butt, so I was trying to be a little bit smarter with with how I was planning it. But I eventually just kind of went with the whole 3D background, but I still have a few 2D backgrounds that I'm gonna use. So let's see. I'm gonna lock this green sketch, and let's see if I can make this look a little bit better, more in perspective, I guess. So let's see. Maybe this lower edge should be like this, and maybe this should be up a little bit more. Does that make sense? Maybe I'll make this square a little bit. That yellow is now, it's really hard to see because I can't. Because it's up against that bright white background, so I'll make that a bit darker so I can understand what I'm looking at a little bit better. Delete some of these rough lines. I'm gonna go on YouTube or not YouTube, on Google for a second and see if I can get a reference image for a hand truck. It's been a long time since I've used one. Okay. Am I happy with this? I feel like there's something. Maybe it's this line here. Should I draw the details of this thing now? I feel like this box is a little bit too small. Why am I drawing green with green on top of this green? I feel like this is probably going to be one of the more difficult things to do. Delete this line. Because I just know the types of things that I have problems with, or that I've had problems with in the past. So let's see. I had. So, okay, if he's standing here, then that means the hand truck would have to be in line with this surface. Like that. And then there would be a wheel. Right about like that. I feel like I'm botching the drawing in that I'm making a I'm botching the 3D element of it. Like if these wheels are so close to his feet, then this would be leaning back. You know what, maybe I'll take this drawing and split it into two. Alright, so maybe I will use... You know what? Now I'm starting to second guess myself. Maybe I want to see the diner so I can ensure that it's in the correct perspective in relation to everything else. This guy is that about the right size? Like if he were to sit in this diner booth, I feel like he would need to be a little bit bigger, and he'd need to be back farther. So what I'm gonna do is on this frame, I'm gonna erase this game machine or whatever it is. Actually, I can probably just select some of these and delete them that way instead of being a goofball like I'm gonna probably do. Alright, so let's change this guy all red so he stands out. And I'm gonna make him bigger and back farther. Is he standing on the... Maybe I can, make this leg a little bit inward. And then we can just erase this leg. Maybe I'll just go back and forth between the background drawing and whatnot. Move this head over a little bit. And then erase this because this is making it freaking me out a little bit. Gonna label my stuff so I understand what I'm doing. So let's see. No, I don't like the head over there now. I want it over here. And then I'm just gonna draw a cleaner sketch of all this. Make this a different color. Come on, Dan. Quit. My hands are shaky. Or unsteady. That squiggly line. I guess I kind of have to assume that because the game machine has legs, that in order for them to carry this in on a hand truck, there'd have to be like a board at the bottom of it, so that all four legs can be on the bottom. So let's see. And then this arm should be somewhere in here. I don't think I really need to draw the other arm because it's going to be hidden by his body. Alright, so let's see. Let's just delete this. Save my thing. I'm gonna make that visible again, and I'm gonna change this into a graphic. So I'm gonna do the animation inside. It's gonna be encapsulated inside a graphic that I can move, and it'll move all the frames contained inside it. Like if I want to adjust this and mirror image it and put it over here, it'll mirror image the whole animation inside this graphic. So I go insert, convert to symbol, graphic, and I'm gonna go delivery guy. So now when I click on this, the world looks a little bit lighter, and this delivery guy, let me just think about this for a minute. I'm going to delete this green sketch, I don't really need it. More notes. I think I'm going to draw some more guidelines to help me make this work. So, assuming that when I get here, the tilted game box thing is about that high, then maybe we can make a perspective line that points down like this. Let's use the darn tool. And let's just make a guideline like that. I'm still not happy with the shape of this. I'm not happy with this. I'm not happy with this leg that I drew. How do I want to deal with this? Maybe I will plot out the footsteps of this particular character. So let's say okay, he's got one footstep here. This footstep is probably going to land right about there. And then he's going to have a footstep about here probably. Does that look about right? I think this footstep might be further down. Or would he take shorter footsteps because he's pushing a giant hand truck with a thingamajig on it? So that's like that. Then I'm guessing this foot would go about here. Maybe this footstep would be a little bit like that. So there'd be a footstep here, probably. And maybe he'd stop right about there. And then there'd be probably another footstep back here somewhere. Ugh. Come on, Dan, get your act together. Oh, hopefully this is not a disaster. Alright, so maybe I'll gotta just jump right into it. Alright, so let's do one more guideline. Let's assume that his head is gonna follow this path. Does that make sense? Where do these lines end up? These lines end up about here. So let's assume his head is gonna roughly follow that path. Alright, so let's mock out the I think I'm going to do one more thing just to help me not be as confused. I'm going to make this into a graphic. Diner. What should I call it? Background 2. And then I'm going to go to my effects panel. Let's make it like one tone. You know what? Let's make it more blue than This is gonna help me see things better. Hopefully. Alright, so I'm just gonna plot out the guy for now, I guess. So his foot, last foot was over here. One butt cheek. Kneecap. Well, maybe his kneecap is like that and his... And then he's kind of bulky and leaning forward. So if his head follows that trajectory, then his body kind of follows this trajectory. And then his head is going to be about right here. I feel like this knee is too far to the left. And this ankle is too far to the left. I'm gonna move this footstep over. Did I move the, No, I guess I didn't move the, footstep. Let's delete a little bit of this inner thigh. So, okay. How does that look? So now we're doing the arm. I guess it's about there. And this is the trajectory of the top of the game box. So I'm guessing the so this was kind of in line with his so there should be a wheel about here. So maybe this is where the edge of the hand truck should be. And the top would be somewhere around there. So if that's the trajectory of that, this wheel would be right about here. No, that can't be true. That can't be right. It seems like this would crash right into his head. Let's look at that previous drawing again. So this kind of extends out beyond the wheel. So if this goes like that, this is just going to be one long episode of me being extremely confused by perspective. Does that look right? I feel like I kind of want to shave off a little bit of this edge. Come on, Dan, click the right thing, will ya? This edge looks like it's shrinking. And this edge looks like it's growing. Let's color this something that stands out. Make this pink for a second. Let's make this side pink again. So I can kind of keep track of how it's changing shape. Now this is clearly not a straight line anymore. Let's make this pink again. This is clearly not a straight line up here. What is wrong with me? Hopefully this is the hardest thing I have to animate in a while. I feel like it's not too bad. I feel like this should be lower. Looks like it's getting better. Alright, so I'll put that back where it belongs. So now I need to make this leg straight up. You know what else I should do? There should be like a butt trajectory. Keep track of how long his legs are gonna be. So his leg is like I talked about in a previous episode. When the leg is straight, it pushes the butt and torso upward. So this butt cheek, I'm gonna make it above the line a bit, maybe like right in line with the line. But and then this line was the line for the shoulder trajectory. It should be a little bit higher because he's being pushed up by the straight leg. And his head is about going to be here maybe. And then the arm I feel like I want this torso to be a little bit forward like that. Which means that his head should probably be a little bit lower. Stop it, Dan. How does that look? So let's see now. In this frame, the wheel is not necessarily the same distance away from this foot, because this foot's going to be fixed while this wheel is still moving. Or this foot is going to be fixed while this wheel is still moving. Maybe I should use like his butt as a reference to where the wheel is going to be. So if his butt is here, it's like the wheel is almost at a 45-degree angle from the right butt cheek. So if I have his butt cheek here, it almost seems like the wheel should be... Also, this is raised higher, so let's see. Put the wheel about here then. And this was the this is the second wheel over here, so now it's got to be like that, I believe. I'm going to delete this line so it doesn't confuse me and make me think it's a trajectory of some sort. And so I didn't really follow this trajectory with the corner of the thing. So let's see. So I'm guessing this hand truck will be about here. And then the box sticks out, which is the line that follows. This one here. Okay, I did that right. And for this one, we're following, roughly following this line. This corner, it's just a little bit above his head, so it's safe to assume that the top of the box would be about like this. Why don't you draw a straight line, Dan? Like that. The top was about a little bit like that. Does that make sense? Does it matter if I, So, assuming... So the corner of this box should be about here. Which means that it should probably come up to about there. That looks weird. I'm almost at an hour already. I feel like this, the top is getting thinner and taller. Let's see if I delete this. Well, it looks a little bit better. Let's make this, I'll make this side pink again to see if I can... I don't know, I feel like my brain processes solid shapes a little bit more than empty shapes. So let's keep this pink to keep track of it. And maybe I'll color the top orange to help keep track of that. Get rid of this onion skin. Doesn't look too bad, I guess. I feel like he gets... the bottom of the hand truck seems like it moves disproportionately from the other. Yeah, it feels like it's speeding up on the third frame. Let me put them all close together so I don't have a seizure from all the flashing. Yeah. I mean, looks like it's in perspective, but maybe this 45-degree angle from the butt thing is not reliable, because it looks like the front of the hand truck is not only speeding up forward, but it's elongating it too. Alright, so let's see if we can fix this. What time is it? Alright, I guess I'll end the episode really quick, and then I'll restart it in a few minutes. And then I'll try to fix the bottom of this. Maybe move the wheels back to about here, and then readjust the perspective lines, or the game machine lines, and then we'll see what happens. Alright, I'll be back in like 2 or 3 minutes.